Welcome back to the shop, everyone. We're here. Y'all have been here before. Slowly but surely working on getting the shop outfitted the way I like it, making it comfortable, making it functional for me, my work, and really just like my lifestyle. The shop has had a couple new additions or things that have kind of happened for me that I'm excited about. The number one being I'm getting some LED light fixtures in here. I think I might have mentioned that in other videos before, but yeah, that really brightens up the space. I'm not sure if my couch, which is actually right over here, was in the last video, but that is where I'm able to take a break, to even take a short nap. Got my work tables in better position. Obviously various hand tools and other knickknacks that I use and work and whatnot. Trying to think what else. Got some more shelves up. Definitely gonna get I'm not sure what I'm gonna put up here yet, but yep, we got some more up. That's gonna be great just to get things up and out of the way. I might have mentioned these in the video. These are some cabinets I picked up somewhere. Really like the gray color, matches with just the aesthetic of a shop space. Got some saws here. A lot of, I think metal work will happen here because I got a bench grinder, and I also got a vise over here. That's really handy. That vise was given to me by Oliver, my good friend Oliver. You guys have seen him on a post, one of my mentors. So I use that vise a lot. Got more lighting, like I said. Got a lamp here that allows me to see better to work. And this right here, if any of you guys have ideas, I'm trying to figure out what to do with this table. This was another table that I made with Oliver. And how do I put it? It was meant to be like a counter space, kind of more for like a kitchenette, but it didn't get used for that purpose. So I took it with me, and trying to figure out how to use this table. Right now it's just kind of like a junk table. Everyone has a junk drawer. I have a junk table. This is where things end up that I don't know what to do with yet. Like some random roofing nails. I mean, I guess I could get those with the rest of the nails. Let's see what else we got here. Shelves, more shelf space. Again, that's gonna get filled with other things. Drum set, I was gonna learn to play drums. That's what I'm working on too, right? Let me see here. Oh yeah, we got our cabinet here, which has chemicals, paints, and whatnot. Got this. This is actually pretty exciting. I don't know if you guys saw this in a different video, but this here was where an air conditioner was. I don't need an air conditioner. This is well enough in the shade and whatnot working in this garage. But I took that air conditioner out, got this window, this vent fan right here in the window here. Now that allows for circulation and whatnot. That's pretty cool. Trying to think here. Yep, definitely helps a lot with the airflow and whatnot for dust and fumes. Probably will upgrade that at some point to something more with a filter, something more industrial. That fan is all right, though it does a trick for now. A couple little additions here. The mini fridge, you gotta have it. That obviously keeps the drinks cool, keeps the snacks cool. And then this is my water that I have to fill up with a long water hose. These two water hoses, I hook them up to the main building right here on the property, and I come fill this up. 55-gallon drum. There's actually not much in here. This is actually pretty empty right now. I have definitely eaten. So when you do this kind of work, folks, you're always active, you're always moving. So your appetite is always through the roof, especially me. I'm a big eater, for those of you who know me. A couple drinks. I actually don't drink soft drinks, but these are for people that come by and I can offer them something to drink. We got some mayonnaise, you got some corn tortillas. Definitely got to restock that. And then some frozen foods that I could obviously get around to eating as well. Making our way this way. So this is an interesting corner of the shop, because this corner functions as a few different things. The first thing is it keeps a lot of my yard tools. You got your shovels and your rakes back in the corner there, a couple more there. I got fence posts here that I'm gonna use for some project. And also, yeah, I got lumber right back here, plywood, scrap plywood that I can make stuff for the shop, or if I'm trying to do a patch for a customer. Doing a lot of talking here. Thanks for keeping up with me. Got more lumber down here, various stocks, so to speak, of 2x material and whatnot. I keep a lot of this from other projects that I've done for other clients. I'll hang on to it, and then I can reuse it for other clients. Just kind of transfer it along. And then also this back corner can also function as kind of like my closet. I sometimes will keep some clean clothes here, just because I am in the shop a lot. You know, in the mornings, I may come here with my pajamas on, and then I'll have my work clothes here. Or on a Friday, let's say the workday ends, and I'll have my like outfit for that Friday night here, and then I'll do some changing. So some of these bins have some clean clothes and whatnot. Trying to think what else here. Oh, of course, in the back this way to the left, I got my trailer, excuse me. And that's a very, very, very versatile piece of, you know, equipment really, because I can haul things, go get lumber, go get sheet goods for projects. Got my logo on the back of it. I don't know if you guys got a glimpse of that. Shout out to Esso. Esso's a friend of mine and an artist. She did this simple, you know, just homey feeling design for me. Got the QR code here, pretty exciting. I actually have gotten some contacts, some leads off of this before. I think it's just a friendly way to say, hey, I'm a handyman in your neighborhood. Yeah, I like it a lot, it's fun. 3/4 inch piece of plywood that I found that plywood somewhere and I reused it there. Plenty of work shoes around. I always switching out my shoes just because when you're working hard, your feet get, you know, and you gotta switch up the shoes. So you're gonna see various pairs of shoes around the shop. Ladders, of course, always got ladders around. Wheelbarrow. I do like yard work for people, in addition to like basic home repairs and maintenance. Some folks just need help cleaning up the yard, trimming up the shrubs, or like when a storm comes through, you know, you got some bigger branches that have fallen from a tree and customers need help with that. So I'll come out there with some various cutting tools and use this as well, the wheelbarrow. Trying to think what else. Oh, we do got the grill here. This is an awesome addition to a shop, of course. We all know this. Actually, I haven't fired this up. Labor Day weekend, maybe I'll get around to it today or tomorrow. But yeah, this is always exciting. That's actually borrowed to me. I gotta get that back to my friend, but he knows it's here. He knows he can get it back whenever. Can't have like a proper shop without a grilling option. Here we have, this is a box that I made for the trailer. Sometimes I need to keep things a little more enclosed. This is a wooden box that I made with plywood and 2x material. This goes inside the trailer, and that keeps this tarp over things that I don't want to get wet or that I don't want like exposed and whatnot. So that's that. I just got an idea here and I wanted to just tell you guys. So I like my shop to have a little bit of touches of people that I know, family, friends, like people that like have affected and impacted in a positive way, like my work, my business, my passion as a handyman. And so I'll just show you just a couple little things around the shop. First one being this table here. This is my main work table. This table, I actually started out as a bed frame. I like making my own beds. I like to build things out of 2x material. I appreciate like the rustic look and whatnot. So this is a table that I first started off as like a bed frame, like I'm saying, and now it is like my main work table. I usually have it right here in the center. Got some wheels on it. And what's cool about this is you can see it has like a little bit of artwork and like painting on it. What do you call it? I had my family here one day and I just asked them, like I kind of had a family get together. I asked them, can you guys like just like paint on my table here? So while I'm working, like I can have little things that like remind me of you guys. My sister painted this big smiley face. I was not expecting a big smiley face. I expected just like random little doodles, which that's what they are, but this is a huge smiley face. And I first told her, I was like, I don't know if I really like that, like right in the middle of my table. But at the end of the day, like these things grow on you. And I mean, I love my sister. And so, yeah, so that's a big smiley face there. I had her daughter, actually, a niece, did like some of this like other really just really nice artwork. Just fun stuff, like that's a jellyfish. Here I have some fish which like is like swimming in water. That's really artistic. And I didn't know that my niece was that like artsy, so it was really cool to see that she had done that. You got various other things like spider web right here. That's really, really cool, creative. An 8-ball. Like, I didn't expect a flaming 8-ball on my work table, but I want people to express themselves when I ask for these things. I could go on, there's all these other kinds of things. There's even a Buddha right here. One of my brothers did a small like Buddha and like some rainbow. I really like that. And the idea is to keep doing that and have friends and family give me more art. Which, if any of you guys are watching this and you wanted to like gift something or donate something to the shop that could make it more creative in here, I'd be more than like appreciative. This is an empty like canvas, so to speak. I think I'm gonna like mount some picture frames and stuff here, along with my R actually. That's gonna go up here in the upper left corner, I think. Trying to think here. So the R, really interesting. This friend of mine who painted the shop, which is the gray that you're seeing on the wall. When he was coming here to do the painting, he would show up with stuff that he was getting rid of out of his garage and saying like, hey, I want to help you like make your shop more comfortable, more cool and whatnot. And out of all the letters, out of all like any letter he could have, he had an R. Like, he didn't have any other letters, along with some other bulbs that he gave me, but he had an actual R, which was just like, wow, that's right, that's a coincidence, that's funny. And obviously exciting for me. And I like it a lot. Again, it'll get mounted somewhere else. But that's the story with the R. It was Greg is his name. Greg the painter is what I call him, right? And he painted the interior of the shop for me. Let's see some other things related to like gifts or things that people have given me. This stool, well, first let me just say I really like this like leather. It's like retro vintage looking. You don't find stuff like this anymore. And it has like this awesome spring in it, so it's kind of fun to sit on. But this stool, I'm the maintenance handyman in an apartment building in Uptown here in Minneapolis. And I'm in like various storage spaces in that building, and I came across it and it was just covered in cobwebs and just really like out of shape. And I asked the owner, like, what are you doing with it? And you know, of course, it's just sitting there collecting dust really. And she said I could have it. So I brought it here, cleaned it up, got a lot of the rust, rid of the rust here. And then I cleaned up the legs a lot. That was a way darker color, but I like this lighter stuff here. Yeah, it's just a fun thing for people to sit on when they're here. You can't have a proper shop without a stool. That's how that goes. Here's something really interesting. This is an old handyman book. Better Homes and Gardens Handyman's Book. I mean, it's from the 50s, and what I like about it like really covers like mid-century like American like home maintenance, black and white photos. Right, like those are awesome. You can't get enough of those. I actually thought about getting some of these blown up and maybe put around the shop. But yeah, just like some very like basic rudimentary like tips and tricks for how to use tools and how to work around like the utilities of your house, so to speak. I love this book, and I like to keep it there kind of on display. And I occasionally do read it. I like to reference it because that's like the mid-century is like where a lot of like our modern construction is based off of. This is one of my flyers that I circulate around here in Minneapolis. My brother, Carlos, who's with Days Marketing, he helps me with my marketing, and he will create, these graphics and art for me. That is obviously a play on the sculpture garden. We're all familiar with that, Minneapolis, right? Check it out, it's a hammer with the cherry on top. I love this logo, this flyer. Eventually that'll end up somewhere else. So that way I can display it more. I like it a lot. So my brother, shout out to him. Thanks, Carlos at Days Marketing. Let's see what else we got here. I'm practicing a little woodworking. So these are, some letters and a heart. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, interesting. I like to display my college degree. I have a Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice or Law Enforcement. Went to MSU Mankato, studied that for 4 years. That was a little bit of my, early professional history in my 20s. So I keep that there, just kind of like, part of the journey and whatnot. I used to ride a lot of bike. Well, I still do ride some bike, and that is some painting that a friend made for me. They wrote me a nice note on the back. Pretty cool there. So I like to keep that there. I still love bikes. that is a sign there that I made way back when I was living in San Diego. I would put a table on a busy street in San Diego and say, hey, like I'm a handyman. I'd have my business card, and that was like a sign that I had out. So it's like the original sign to my work, you could say. Eventually I'll improve that, maybe do something else with it. I had a family member do my phone number there with just some basic paint and paint strokes. I'm trying to think what else here. Oh, here's more of these signs that I'm trying to make. These are supposed to be fun and just like, I don't know, like more rugged, basic, just kind of like neighborhood appearance, right? Like this is something that looks local. These are the signs that I'm trying to make just to post around, you know, my main work area, South Minneapolis. QR code, handyman, repairs, builds, installations. People can contact me there, right, with the QR code. So another thing I was recalling here is this radio, which was given to me by Greg the painter, again, the friend that gave me the R. Old radio, covered in paint, because he's a painter, and he's like, you can't have a shop without a radio, right? And I'm like used to Bluetooth, I'm used to, you know, my phone applications and whatnot. And I'm like, oh yeah, that is true, right? Like I'm a millennial, right? I'm a 90s kid. I grew up with the radio too. So I'm back in touch with that. I got my favorite radio stations and whatnot. So it's interesting. I hate the radio, but I love it. It's got really good sound, but it just looks junky as heck, crappy as heck. So I'm always like, I hate you, but the sound is good and the stations come in really well. So that's my radio there. Thanks again, Greg, for all these gifts. So many things he hooked me up with to have in the shop here. He's an old timer. He's retired, so he's trying to get rid of things. This is a table saw. Another good friend of mine. I'm meeting a lot of guys that are on their way out of construction. They're retiring, they're getting rid of things, and they're seeing young guys like me, up and coming, getting into the trades and whatnot. And they're just like, hey, you want this? You can have this. Like, this is a good tool. This will get you started. And this table saw is not the best table saw, but it gets me started and it makes very basic cuts that I need for a lot of my handyman work. So that's that. Then I made a cart for it as well, because it can be a lot to lug it around. So I can do that, and then it usually lives underneath that table. So just moving some things out of the way here so you guys can move smoothly. Trying to think what else here. Move this way. Let's cover, so this is like the stationary toolbox, right? The shop, stationary toolbox. Then we have the mobile toolbox is what I call it. We got the van. You guys have seen this before. You've seen me working around it or whatnot. Probably seen it in some posts. This is here, I'm gonna close the door quick. We'll take a little walk around just the exterior. This is a Ram Tradesman is what it's called. Ram Tradesman. White, really standard, 6-cylinder van. Not too big, not too small. That's what I like about it. So I started my handyman work out in San Diego, California. And for those of you who don't know, I'm born and raised in Minnesota. But I did a couple years out there. Bought this out there, started my business out there, saw that it was really taking off and I was doing really well at it. But I missed home, I missed the Twin Cities, I missed the weather, the seasons, my family. And so here I am, brought my van with me, of course, got the plates switched out. You guys have seen this probably. So I was just some standard California plate out there, and I get out here and I get this repairs, right? Reynaldo's repairs. Everyone asked me, how did you get that plate? Like, what the heck, how is it available? And I said, well, the unique thing is like, you can only have one Minnesota plate. Like, it's not like a company could buy Reynaldo or the repairs word and put it all over their vans. You can't do that. So only one person can do that. And that was me. How do I put it? It was between repairs, repair, and fix it. My first choice was repairs, and that's what I got. I love it. I like rolling up to people's houses, customers' houses, and having that on my van. Trying to think what else. Here, I'll have you guys step over this way. We'll start opening the door this way. Really standard work van. Black on the inside, which I like because it doesn't show all the dirt and grime from work in here. plastic floors that are easy to clean up. Here's a little something. This is where I keep my business cards. I always keep them available to show people, or to have them when I talk to people on the sidewalks a lot when I'm in and out of my van. And I'm like, hey, how you doing? I'm a handyman in the area. You have a business card? Yes, I do. I keep them right here. I actually need to get them stocked. Also designed by Carlos at Days Marketing. Let's see what we got here. So this is a side door. What I like about this van, I'll have you guys stay right there. I'm gonna open the other side up. So what I like here is that it has two side doors. That way I have like basically 360 access to all my stuff. This is the mobile toolbox. Yep, all these yellow containers, they all have, if you guys want to come over this way, all these yellow containers have their label of what they have in them. I've gotten my system down to like trades or like specific tasks. Anchors, really common. People have me mount things all the time, hang things on walls. So you need wall anchors, and that's what's in here. I don't have like that mixed in with a bunch of other screws and whatever. I know where the anchors are. And then like, here's another easy example. I got this right here. This is caulk, adhesive, sealants. These are tubes. I keep them all together. There's a box for electrical. There's a box for plumbing. There's a box for drywall. There's like a carpentry box. There's even like a screw box. Trying to think what else. Yeah, but that's what those yellow boxes are. And then here's this right here. This is what I tell people. If somebody said, hey, you can only bring one thing with you for work, what would you bring? It would be this tool bag right here. This is the main tool bag. I don't have a name for it, but I guess the main bag is what I call it, main tool bag. But yeah, this carries all of my like most used hand tools. And yeah, I very rarely have to go to the van to get some other tools. It's like most 99% of the things that I do, fixing and whatnot, the tools are in here to do that. What do you got here? Of course, you got the hammer. You got 2 or 3 hammers in here. You got like I call this like in Spanish, right? El desarmador chingón, which means like the badass screwdriver. It's really handy. It's got like a strong tip on it. Lets me get a lot of screws out that are tough to work with. Pry bar, scraper, various types of like snips and pliers. That's what that is here. Various knives, WD-40, of course, really handy. I like to keep that with me. I usually got a pair of some gloves in here. Various other pliers, needle nose, nail puller. This is a screwdriver that I can switch the tip out. So just about any screw that I encounter, I can take care of. Vice grips or pressure pliers, depending on where you're from, has a different name. Some glue, some brushes. That'll keep, that allows me to clean up areas that I'm working. That way it lets me see what it is I'm trying to work on. This is the go-to bag because I guess what it is it has all the tools that are most common for the types of work that I encounter. It's almost like, and I'm no historian of tools, but like however long humankind has been working and fixing things, like the tools have been refined to like the most basic functions with like working with the physical object. It's so interesting. Like a pliers at the end of the day is exactly this, right? It's clamping onto something and being able to manipulate it, turn it, pull it. So like these tools have been just really, really figured out from, previous tradespeople to like, these have been like these are the most effective to get a lot of things done. And yeah, I've just really refined it from the tasks that I work on. Again, yeah, more and more tools, chisels, need to scrape some wood, cut some wood. That's what that is there, level. you know, obviously to get things level, various scrapers. I could go on about this. There'll probably be another video on all these tools individually, or I'll lay these out on the table at some point. So there's that one, the main tool bag. Let's see what else we got here. So if you guys look, we got the drills. Can't get enough of these. These were a game changer, right? In the history of tools. You know, the ability to like bore holes and drive things without having to use your hand, like a screwdriver or a hammer to, you know, nail nails in. Now you can drive screws and make holes way quicker with something motorized, electric like this. A lot of this van, it used to have like plastic on the walls. It always had an aluminum bottom for like a work surface to slide things. But I took out the plastic paneling and I added, if you could see, I got some expanded metal on the wall. Expanded metal meaning like that grate type material. It's kind of like a grill type material right here. That allows me to hang things like you're seeing. Various little bags here that have different small tools in them. Air compressor hose. This is a nail gun. So these are things that I can get up and out of the way. There was a time where I didn't have this metal here attached to the walls or the ceiling. You can see it on the ceiling too. There was a time where I didn't have that, and all these things had to be on the floor, on the ground of the van. There was a time before I had this expanded metal here on the sides, the walls, the ceiling, to hang things. There was a time when that wasn't there, and I would have all these things on like the ground, you know, among these other things. And what would happen is like it was hard to find things. It was hard to move things around. Like for example, this 4-foot level right here, this aluminum with a light blue on it. It's a really handy tool, but I don't need it all the time. But it's this long, and it's actually delicate. Like you don't want to like be, you know, clunking that around or banging on it. So you got to get it up and out of the way. But it would just annoy me when I would be looking for other things. So this has been really handy to have this to hang the level and other things. There are some other tools that hang here actually, but I have them on another job site, which is cool. I was able to leave them there, so I don't need to put them back in for the time being. I was just saying, right, the drills, they're here. Each of these pouches have various things, deep sockets. I got miscellaneous drill bits, hole saws, right? I don't know, I don't have to necessarily show this all to you guys, but like, right, like these are hole saws. These are meant to cut circular holes so you can run wires, so you can like make some kind of cut in your sink, to put a fixture of some kind, a faucet, which there are also ones that are meant for masonry countertops, but these are for wood. But they all these various little things have their home, have their place for storage. So I know where they are, I know what I got, and that makes me more versatile and better organized for you guys. And that makes me more efficient, so I can get things done quicker. I take a lot of pride in organization, really I do. I love it, I can't get enough of it. Sometimes I feel like I spend more time organizing and cleaning tools than I do actually working. But anyway, that all stays with the drill because those are things that connect to the drill. Various bags back here. I'll have you guys stay right there and I'll come over here. Oh, this is a handy step stool. You won't believe the number of times that you just need that much height just to like reach something a little bit better. You don't need a 6-foot ladder. You just need whatever this is, a foot and a half of height. This was also given to me by Greg the painter. I love this little stool. When he gave this to me, I was like, why do I need this? I have a ladder. But this is it's so awesome. I love this thing. So that can go really anywhere. Drop cloths. Drop cloths are good because that lets me keep your home clean and free of like my work mess. I've got something to show you with this drop cloth here in a second. We'll get to that in a moment. But I was just gonna tell you, right here, these are like like heavy duty fabric tool bags. These are like, right, this is the way we hang on to like power tools and whatnot. These bags all have different tools in them. I'm kind of organizing as I talk to you guys. But yeah, all these tool bags have power tools in them. Here's an example. This is a drill. This bores holes into like concrete masonry. It's got like a hammer impact function. But yeah, this lives in a bag like this. And again, these are heavy duty bags, got their nice zippers. I keep all the accessories and adapters and bits and whatnot, the accessories. I keep all the accessories within the bag of that specific power tool. And what I like about the bags is I can just do this. Just do that, all right? That's how that works. Here's another one, right? And it's all good, it works out. I know what each bag has. I'm trying to think what else. I also have some scrap lumber in here, right? Small repairs, small patches, you know, gotta like beef up something with a little extra reinforcement. I have extra lumber that I keep with me. If I know it's gonna need a bigger job, then I bring more wood or whatnot. I bring the trailer, I bring some of the lumber you saw in the shop back there. More things, hang things on the back here. My favorite extension cord, 50 feet. I never need more than 50 feet, I swear. 50 feet is like the perfect number. These boxes all have screws, nails, and fasteners. Also, let me see here, I'll pull this one out here. This is one of my main ones. This has like wood screws. Yep, we got wood screws here. This is probably, this screw right here I use so much. It's a short 1 1/4 inch. This really just like tightens small little repairs, little patches. It's an outdoor exterior screw, holds really well. My clients, my customers don't ever ask me what kind of screws I use, but I just use that as an example. It's like I pay attention to the hardware that I'm using. I get to know the hardware that I'm using, and I know what like works well and makes my repairs better. So I do have my favorites. There's that. I also keep like more blades for my utility knives in here. You know, inventory, right? It's consumables maybe, right? I think some people might call them. This is another toolbox here. This toolbox is actually like the backup to the main red tool bag that you all saw. This one right here has heavier hand tools. I use this pretty regularly as well. And to be honest, I get excited when I get to pull a tool out of this one because they're heavier tools, and they're gonna usually make more more work, or they make a little more destruction or louder noises, right? I like working with tools. I like how they're heavy. I like how they're bulky. This isn't something I would keep in the main tool bag because I don't use this often, but this is meant to break bolts, break a chain, cut a chain. And sometimes I need that, and it's fun to go into this toolbox and be like, yes, I finally get to use this. All right, it's fun. Right here, a sludge hammer, right? This is fun. It's 3 pounds. It's heavy. It's fun when you get to bust this out and you really gotta slam something, and it's the perfect weight. I got other various heavy tools in here. I mean, this is an axe, right? When do I have to use an axe? One time I was fixing the siding of a house, and there was a tree with a really thick stump and some branches coming out of it, and I can't fix the siding if this branch and stump is in the way. So I had to cut away what I needed to work. So of course I got to get my axe out, right? So there it is. Doesn't come out much, but I love it when it does. It's fun. You guys hire me to play with my tools, to be honest, right? So there's that. There's so many other tools I could show you guys, but again, this is like the support to the main tool bag that you saw a little bit ago. We don't have to go through all the details of this van, but I think you guys got the gist. Sometimes I play a lot of Tetris. Organizing and moving stuff in here is Tetris, right? Trying to always find the best configuration for things. I think I covered just about everything as far as my logistics, my shop space, just how prepared I am for you guys, for you folks. Yeah, just giving y'all a little bit of insight of how I operate, how my behind the scenes operates to get to you all and to build, to fix, right, to install the shop, the van. They both facilitate that a lot. Thanks for watching this part, and I'm excited to share more with you guys. My contact information, I'm at reynaldosrepairs.com. You can find me there. You can see some of my work, see some of the things I'm up to. You can also contact me. I have a specific section in the website where you can click and send me a message that gets to my email, and I can respond to you there. You can let me know about some projects you're working on or you need help with. And also my email address is reynaldo@reynaldosrepairs.com. And then of course you can find me on like some of the basic social media platforms. That's Instagram, that's @ReynaldosRepairs. And then Facebook is Reynaldo's Repairs as well. And then for you folks, I still do it basic. You can direct call me on my cell. That number is 619-739-6050. Another thing is too, you can also find me on Nextdoor. Nextdoor is a neighborhood platform, which I really like because it keeps me local. It keeps business local, and I love this area where I work, Minneapolis, Twin Cities. So I want to stay here. You can find me there as well, Reynaldo's Repairs. Yeah, give me a shout, folks. Tell me about your projects, and let's see if I can help you. I'd be glad to consider it.